Hi everyone, this is Kelly Robbins from the Copywriting Institute and a Marketing Connection. Thanks for being here with me today. I'm taking a couple minutes here to let you know about my newest teleseminar that's coming up next Wednesday, August 1st. We're going to be talking in depth about the top 5 mistakes that entrepreneurs and marketers make that are sabotaging their success. And in my coaching practice, I work with a lot of business owners, and it's interesting. I see the same patterns repeating themselves over and over again. Particularly, what we're going to talk about on this class is patterns of struggle that I'm seeing. I also see the same patterns in people that are succeeding as I see patterns in people who are struggling to create profits and serve more people. And I recently, actually it was this morning, I saw a quote from Richard Branson, and he was being interviewed and he was asked, what is an entrepreneur? And his answer, I just loved his answer, was an entrepreneur is someone who makes a difference in other people's lives. It was just something as simple as that, someone who makes a difference in other people's lives. And if you're here watching this video, there's a good chance that as an entrepreneur you're a copywriter, you are a marketer, you are a healer. You are making a difference in other people's lives in some way, shape, or form. And knowing that you have that passion to help other people and that you do want to make a difference in your life, what I like to do is help you learn how to market that and to reach more people. You want to make a difference in people's lives. We're going to think big here. So what my goal is with the teleseminar that will be held next Wednesday is we're going to take a look at some of the places I see over and over again where people are struggling. I've narrowed it down to 5 common behaviors that are sabotaging success, and we're going to go over those in details. If you're not sure if this teleseminar is right for you, let me ask a few questions or see if some of these feel like they fit. Because oftentimes what happens is entrepreneurs get very busy and they're doing things. It's not that you're watching TV all day or that you're not taking action to move forward. What often happens is you just don't know what to do to change. You only see what you know, and often you need someone from the outside to point out to you. Sometimes it's as simple as one thing to change can make a huge shift in the results you're seeing. So if you feel overwhelmed, you're busy and working all the time and really feel overwhelmed, something needs shifting. You're unable to bring more in. In fact, energetically, you're stopping growth and progress because you're overwhelmed. That will get addressed on the teleclass. Again, if you're always busy, you know you're working, you're doing the action steps that are required. It's not like you're sitting around watching TV. If you're always busy and still not getting the results that you're searching for, what needs to happen is one of these 5 behaviors needs to be identified and you make a shift. And listening to the teleclass, where odds are we're going to identify one of them. It's the same things that I see over and over again. If you're not making the money that you know you're worth, if you're not making the money you desire, I believe that you have a thought or a desire in your head, in your body, you know that this is something you really want. That is the universe giving you a message. It is within your reach to achieve those results. If you're not, there's something you don't know. There's something, it could be a repetitive thought you're thinking, an action that you're taking. Maybe you're taking the right action, it just needs slightly shifted. That desire that you have is in your reach. You can't have a problem without the solution. You're just not conscious of it. So my intention with this teleclass is to bring into your awareness the shift or the change that needs to happen so that you can make the money you desire or serve the people that you're here to serve. Remember, an entrepreneur is someone who makes a difference in other people's lives. The question is, are you making a difference in people's lives? And if the answer is yes, how can you make a difference in more people's lives? If you're not reaching the amount of people you want to reach, making a difference on the scale you want to make a difference on, let's join me next Wednesday and let's make a shift. If you don't feel like you're moving forward, that's the worst feeling. Are you looking back on your life 6 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago? Does it look the same? Are you in the same place? Something needs to shift. Something needs to change, and it could be like 1 degree. It can be the smallest thing that needs to shift. You're not going to get different results if you don't do something different. Is your enthusiasm up and down? I do work with a lot of new business owners, and the ones that struggle, I find their enthusiasm is up and down, up and down. 1 week they're like, whoa, and they're just going, and they're on top of the world, and something happens. Maybe they have a little bit of thin skin, or they come up to a place where they're fearful, where something is scaring them, and they drop way down. It's not this constant ebb and flow of enthusiasm. They're up and down, and they're not holding that vibration. They're not holding that space that they need to accomplish the goal. If this is you, we're going to address that on the teleclass next Wednesday. And below this video is the link to sign up. It's free. I encourage you to register. If you are unable to make it next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, it will be recorded, and you will be able to listen to the recording later. Many people listen to these teleclasses that I do over and over again. You will have access to the recording to do that. The last tip that I have for you in this video is, if you have a lot of ideas and you're finding yourself saying but rather than how. This is actually more of a coaching tip than it is something to be addressed. Watch yourself. Are you saying but? And then, are you saying I have a dream, I have a goal, I want to do this, but, and then you're following it with all the reasons why you can't. I actually just got off the phone with a man that wanted to coach with me, wanted to have some copy written, and every time he told me about a dream or a vision that he had, he followed it with but and went on to tell me how he couldn't do it. He wrote a book and wants to get it out and change the world, but he doesn't have the money, but his wife says this, but everything that he said was followed by but, and making that simple shift from saying but I can't do it because to saying how can I bring in $1,000 to get this done, how can I get this in front of more prospects and clients, how just that shift in one word, that change in one word shifts everything about you. It shifts the results you receive, it shifts the way you look at your problems instead of the but shifting it to how. Simple things like that are what we're going to talk about on the teleclass next Wednesday. So again, just to wrap this up, thanks for listening to the video, thanks for watching. Right below here, we have the link to register. It's free. The teleclass will be held next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. The class will be recorded for you to listen to later. And the topic is the top 5 mistakes entrepreneurs make that sabotages their success. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week.